Full Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Well, we're still in the forest, and we've got a day until your performance.
A day or two, yeah.
It's never too early to be fabulous.
Well, since we are now live streaming, you know what time it is. It's the time of the recap.
Yep.
Roll in. Done.
Vita rolled a 44, so I guess she's not doing the recap.
If it's only the first one, then
Sorry,
it's a
my roll
5.
20 is chugging.
Yeah, the internet's just laggy today.
Well, and I am out in the middle of nowhere, New Brunswick, so it's extra slow.
Oof. Yeah, you were the chosen one. You're supposed to give the recap,
Yay!
not joining them.
Alrighty, so last session began with Urist getting whisked away by two astonishingly attractive paladins, while we all kind of gave chase in our own various ways. They took off on the back of a griffin. Well, the old man and Urist took off on the back of the griffin, and they left poor little girl to walk her ass up all the way up the hill. And then Vita took off flying, I hiked a mountain, and Ned and Blythe kind of just like took the road up. And then we all met up at the top of the hill well after Urist had gone inside and had a very intense and epic philosophical debate about power and who should dictate how it's wielded and who is right and who is wrong. The imagery was beautiful. It was chef's kiss, phenomenal. And when Urist refused to essentially submit and bend the knee, our chaotic group of chaos stormed the castle, which included me misunderstanding and legitimately thinking that Ned got naked because my audio on my Twitch unmuted at the same time as everybody was talking, and the jarbled mess in my headphones turned into like, Ned is just making clairvoyant run around naked. So I ran with that, and nobody questioned it, which is terrifying for either Ned or Dara. But nobody questioned it. So I attempted to human and failed epically, and then first Blythe sweet-talked the guards into letting us through, and then the second one I held person, and then we busted our way through into where they were holding on to Ned, and then just kind of did the cool, we got our guy, we're gonna back away slowly, and very quickly left the temple. We weren't stopped on our way out of the temple. We then went to Dara's sort of temple for Simanis, the place where she goes to pray to him, and we were promptly scryed on, and Dara tried to make friends with the scry orb until she figured out that the bad guys were watching her, and it wasn't just a pretty star that she wanted to be friends with. Urist called Vita his wife, which got a lot of side-eye from literally everyone. And then Vita and Urist had a very, very touching kind of chat about where things stand with them. And then we took off to go find someplace else to make camp for the night before heading back into town because we got scryed on. And that's where we ended the session. Did I miss anything?
I think you're good.
Yeah, you got
No, we good.
everything important from last week. So you earned yourself your D10 of inspiration.
Yeah.
I feel like I should just give a warning to you guys because I am having a light rain outside here, but my light bulbs already flickered twice. So I don't know if maybe something will happen in the next few hours, but it should be alright, okay? Just a
Hopefully
heads
not.
up. But that being said, yes, you delved deep into the temples on the top of the mountain. The temples that you knew for a long time already, but you never actually had the time or the exact opportunity to investigate. But now those knights, those paladins went after Urist. And it was a very clear invitation that you should explore what they had to say to you. But now, seeing that they were about that their intention was to sort of trap Urist in this different under their tenets and their concepts, you eventually decided that it was a not so good idea, and you left. You decided to go through the peaceful route, which was kind of interesting choice, but you left much open to the future. So now you already noticed a scrying spell being cast. You already noticed that there are scouts on the woods searching for you, and you have to keep your eyes open for the near future. That being said, you are still in the outskirts of town, in the middle of nowhere, in some forest, trying to get some sleep. And now, what do you do?
So we completed the long rest, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And we have 1 or 2 days left until the performance.
2 days from now.
2 days. Okay. Well, I got to read my books, so I'm happy. I've accomplished what I wanted to do before we moved in, so I think Blythe's gonna look at Ned and say, what do you need to get ready?
I think we'd agreed that Ned had made arrangements to go and like tour the side of the performance beforehand, just to get a lay of the land and like plan for stuff. Is that still on?
Yes, I guess so.
Ned just told you only you were allowed in, I think, right?
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, I think probably 2 days before the performance, like after the day after all this happens, I think that is something that I would want to go and do.
Okay, you by yourself? Anyone else want to?
No, Urist will stand guard as usual.
I would probably grab Dara and Vita and bring them with me, just because like I want to give them opportunities to like look for places they might be able to slip away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be like, these are my backup dancers.
I can make you really good at talking, or I can make me really good at hiding. I don't think I can do both. Which ones do you think we'll need?
I don't think I need either right now. I don't anticipate having to do much talking on this. I think that instead of sneaking, it might be best for you to focus on like looking or like checking on things. So it'll be like wisdom.
Okay, I can do that. And I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on both me and Vita so that we both have advantage on wisdom checks. Just before we are like about to go in so that I get as much of the hour out of it as I can.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, so for now, you're going as yourselves. Ned, are you going as
no.
Ned? Disguises.
Yes.
Ned is done up as Claire, like not fully like done up in like drag, but like definitely like in the feminine mode.
Okay.
Claire's day drag mode.
Yes,
And
so like cute pair of pumps, you know, hair up in a nice bun.
Dara looks like a nondescript human.
Okay.
Vita's just Vita. There's nothing she can do about that. The ears are
Yeah.
a giveaway.
Oh, I could have given you the hat.
Mm.
Oh no, I can't because I think I need to concentrate on disguise self.
Yeah,
Check.
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Disguise self is not concentration.
Oh, so I can give you the hat if you want before we go.
Do we have enough time though to attune to it?
I feel
mean,
like we would have
yeah.
thought about it ahead of time.
Yeah. I mean, we have 2 whole days, basically. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, take the hat.
Yep. Borrow the hat.
These are my backup dancers: Human McPerson and the Face.
I'm the human.
Okay. The person looks at you with its eyes wide open.
Stage names,
name.
performers, you
Cool
know.
name. Oh, I see. Of course.
Yeah, you know. Her mother didn't actually name her the Face, right? Right.
right.
I hope. Okay. Sure. Okay, and for the rest of the party, just so we know beforehand, Urist, are you going to keep watch, or are you going to go? Everyone is going to return to the city, or you're going to stay laying low outside of
Maybe
civilization?
Urist and Blythe can take time to like relocate camp, basically to somewhere different, since they're gonna keep looking for us.
Yes,
Um,
that's actually a good idea. We could like make small hops towards the city, relocating camp, so
Yeah.
they don't find us. So Blythe has time to read, and I will watch her back.
Cool.
So we don't get jumped.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so while you're away, the clairvoyant and her 2 dancers are infiltrating Mons Domus. Okay, so as you approach the 3 of you, what exactly is your plan again?
So Ned is going to be there mostly providing like a distraction, talking to people, basically doing everything she can to keep the attention on her, so that Vita and Dara can like kind of scope things out, do some percepting just to see if we're able to like figure out a way in or like easy ways of accessing the palace and where we need to go.
Okay. So I will ask. I will not ask for any checks right now. Okay, so clairvoyant is obviously a very good distraction, especially now after the performance for the late king that kept her name in relevance inside of the court for a long time. So you do a good job of distracting the folk around you just by your mere presence, right?
Yes.
And while that, the rest of Vida and Dara starts to scoping the castle. It seems that the king's keep is more well guarded than before. You cannot really say it is being guarded, but more like you see more soldiers and more knights and more people in general carrying weapons and armors than you did before, than you did when you were there the last time. All right.
Mhm.
But but you cannot really say that they are doing like guard routines and watching. They're kind of just there. And obviously, you don't see people with cheap leather armors and cheap blades. They are all in full plate and carrying very good quality weapons. They're kind of like elite guards and knights from noble families and whatnot. So that is that. One thing is that the keep is more crowded with armed people. And will you start to ask around for the artifact? Because during, at least, I don't know how much time you're gonna spend, but at least during the first hour, using your social abilities and your natural stealth to search the more places you possibly can, you still haven't find any special artifact or anything that could be what you're looking for. You did find some, like, let's say, one of the places you find that it's that caught your eye is this sort of reliquary that it's filled with beautiful paintings, statues, and everything that's valuable, but also that the king or the monarch would want to show to other people, right? So it's kind of like a pocket museum inside of the keep, and that is probably where such an item could be kept at. But you search thoroughly and you don't find anything that's of magical qualities, especially not an rare artifact. So you still have not find the exact place. So my question is, will you ask around for people if they know where it is?
Do we run into Melmore at all?
You still have, unless you want to knock at his door on his office, you will not find him strolling around the castle.
What do you think, guys? While I'm here, you might as well knock, right?
Opportunity.
We can, yeah.
Ned will come and knock on Melmore's door.
Okay. He sees you and asks
And if it's
you,
been an hour, I'm gonna recast
Disguise
self.
self.
perfect. Yeah, I figure you would notice the clock running out and just like
Yeah.
enter the alcove or something and just casting. But yes, Melmore welcomes you, asks you to enter his office, and he closes the door behind you. He says, "Good to see you again, friends.
It's been a while.
I've heard of what happened at Torpe, and I'm truly sorry. There is no other being in this world that could have done it other than Valmor. So, as a kin, I beg for forgiveness, for he is a blood of my own."
There's nothing to forgive. It's not your fault. But if you feel you need to make it up in some way, we do have a few things to discuss with you. And she'll just gesture for Ned to take the lead on this.
Yeah.
Ned is going to stand there and be like, "So I want to be upfront. Like, I'm getting this all secondhand myself. I wasn't there. Like, apparently some other like super jack dude that nobody liked was there. I don't know. But apparently we had a run-in with the Lashai at a ruin outside of Thorpe. Were you aware of it?"
I see. I studied their ancient history and lore, but I wasn't aware of all all the rooms that still are somewhat intact in this realm.
So you never You never had a conversation with a couple of floating swingers? Couple of just couple of real floating 10 out of 10s?
A conversation with the Lashai?
Yeah.
No, is that still possible? Could you elaborate on that?
So, from what we were told, we happened upon some kind of sanctuary in the ruins that was like a resting place for the Lashai. And when we entered it, we were accosted first by a guardian with a big fuck off sword, and that apparently sucked. And then I don't know if they were ghosts or projections or memories. The details were unclear, but some of the Lashai returned to us and had a conversation with us. And they were unpleasant,
Hence.
but they brought up some interesting points about you and your brother.
Well, it seems that you... I will trust every information. I can confirm every information that they probably gave to you because it's direct from the correct font, right? The correct source.
Yeah, something about a plague of monsters from beyond the stars and a sacred duty that I guess you and your brother said nah to. Not to be accusatory or anything, but like, what happened?
Well, for me, in my case, I got caught up in the middle of two clashing armies. As a half-human, half-elf, I suffered twice as much as any during the times of war. And while I not completely avoided my prophesized duty, I decided that the most immediate right thing to do was to keep the two sides at bay. For I desire no more blood spilled unnecessarily, just because of the greed and resent of past deeds. So I proposed the peace treaty 30 years ago.
That was you?
I was both a mediator and a bargain chip between the Prince of Kelki and the King of Mons Domus. Since the Nellarians had the upper hand in the war, they made more heavy demands, such as myself.
So you abandoned the quest to keep peace.
I postponed my sacred duty to ensure the survival of my people.
About that. So good news and bad news. Good news. I think you might be off the hook on that whole sacred duty business. Bad news, they kind of gave it to us. Surprise!
I see.
I see this as an absolute win for everybody. You get to maintain the peace you worked so hard on, and the big bad tentacle monsters from beyond the stars don't come and eat our brains.
And you don't have to kill your brother.
So I have bad news about that
Oh
piece.
no. Go on.
I was for one of the first. No, not the first, but for the first time in a long time, I am the one. Instead of giving counsels, I am the one asking for counseling because there is the threat of war is yet again at bay, in the air.
Forget what?
War with who?
Ned immediately panics when he hears war. What? What's happening?
I cannot speak of it. I still don't know how much information I should or I could convey to you because I built the trust that they deposit in me was earned via hard work during these past years. And even though Ineas is a little adamant in regards to me, he still trusts me, but if he finds out I shared his plans with someone else, then there is no other possible future than war. For now, I may still be able to keep the peace, but he desires the continent. He desires the resources. He desires to be worshipped as a king by all the people of the realms. And I fear that he desires more than that. For he is... How can I say? I cannot say. I should not say. If he finds out it was me, then there's not a single chance that this peace will last.
Can I insight check him?
Yes, is there something specific you want to
I'm trying to figure out. There's two things that I'm really searching for. The first one is he trying to just throw us off? Like, is he feeding us a tail? And then the second thing that I'm looking for is any, like, subtle body language. Like, is he looking around the room? Is he, like, trying to stand with his back to something or, like, make it look like he's obviously not trying to... You know when you, like, you've hidden something and somebody asks you where it is and your body language immediately tries to shield whatever it is? I'm trying to kind of gauge if he's doing any of that.
Okay, go ahead and roll insight check.
24.
So, he doesn't seem like he's looking around. He looks directly at you, and you can see that he is actually struggling to decide if he should say more or less about the current subject, right? You cannot see any traces of deception or anything like it. You think he is, at least from outside, he feels very confident and really struggling with that decision.
Do we want to? So I don't know if we want to lay our cards on the table about the artifact. I'm saying this out of character. I don't know if we want to lay our cards on the table. Do we at least want to tell him about Libby, and that Libby said that something we need is in the castle? See if he knows about it.
At this point, okay, let's risk it.
I almost think
Or should
telling
we-
him first about the artifact and not Libby is better, since we did kill Libby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we killed Libby for a
Um,
reason. So I agree. Let's lead with the artifact.
Or what if we try to garner trust first? Like, what do we need to do to prove to you that you can trust us with this information?
Yeah, like you give us information, we can help you, you can help us kind of situation.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
kind
Like,
of,
what do we need to do to prove our worth?
to
Okay,
be
I
fair, we kind of don't trust Melmore undeservedly. We're the ones who lied to him initially. He didn't really lie to us.
Yeah, that's really just us being paranoid.
Yeah.
I think Ned will go, Melmore, I'm going to lay my cards on the table here. I know that there is definitely a bit of distrust between us, just stemming from the nature of our business. I know that you are a man who holds his trust as a very carefully guarded resource. We need help. We have been given a quest. But before I discuss that, I want to see what we can do so that we know we can trust each other. Is that fair?
Well, you see, if we had this conversation during the rule of King Oren, I was more in control in that time. But now,
You're being frozen out.
yes. You see, I really wish to help you. Especially now that you've seen and talked to the Leshai. But I cannot risk it. It's too dangerous.
I would like to propose something between you and I. Mutual sharing of the mind. Since we've spoken, I picked up on your ability to read minds. I would propose this. I will allow you to read my mind fully and completely, as much as you want, in return for you allowing me to do the same to you, so that we can make sure that we are on the same page and that we are aligned. And you will have my trust as your brother.
Okay, let me just read a spell very quickly. Okay, yeah. If he has the mind blank spell casted on himself, that would make it not possible, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Unless he, I think they can just choose to end the spell though.
Yes, hang on, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, it's not concentration.
He's got a ring of mind shielding, doesn't he?
Yeah. Does he know?
The spell does not state anything specific regarding like allow, like,
yeah.
if you can allow it. So I think that would be a you call to make.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if there is a way for one to see. Well, we should. There is a 5% chance of your plan failing. That is, if I simply won't be able to prove that I casted this spell. Well,
Yeah, but a 5% chance is just a roll of a 20-sided die. I mean, who even rolls those?
Like, I could also create like a little magic circle that makes everyone tell the truth who stands inside of it. Then you know that we're not lying.
the
You
problem
guys
is,
can just play 20 questions.
Yeah, the problem is, I don't think I don't think this is a safe place for that. The second problem is, if I tell you, even under a spell, or if you dissipated my mental protections and read my mind, in both cases, I failed as a court wizard. Through the eyes of the monarch. Right.
You want me to torture it out of you and then it's not your fault?
Dara!
No. Bad Dara.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, I'm just offering it's an out.
What if... How about this?
Like,
What if you were to write it down somewhere and say... A funny little impy guy came and stole it, and then I'd like to make Squidly like appear in my palm. You would not believe how much he likes stealing from wizards. It's concerning.
Do you have a suggestion that doesn't picture me as useless or not worthy of my position?
I mean, you could threaten to kill me and do like an evil villain monologue. I find that I get lots of really good information when they do that. What do you want us to do? What do we need to do to help you?
Well, I should be able to, if you want to die.
I want. Oh, okay.
I could tell one of you, then kill said person. And, or if you have any ways to feign death. But, yeah.
I might be able to do that. Let me look. Let me think really hard.
Dara, you screw up your face so much when you think.
No, I can't do that yet. I've heard I've heard whispers about it, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that. But I mean, if somebody can talk to me after I'm dead, I'll die. Are you big into the gods?
Do you have a scroll for something that we might be able to do? Blythe is Blythe knows her stuff. She might be able to figure it out.
And what if you just, like...
spell list? Yes, it is a wizard spell. I thought it was only cleric stuff.
Yeah, no,
Nope.
it's bard, wizard, and druid as well as cleric.
Which one?
Feign death.
Oh, yeah.
I should be able to write a scroll, although I don't know how much time it will take, because I am a busy wizard, as you might have guessed. If you want a quicker route, I could suggest searching for a poultice that could replicate the same effect. I've heard the the Corge, the Thieves Guild, is very proficient in potion and poison making.
As a curiosity, how dead is dead? Like, is dead like bleeding out, and like we can just call it good, and somebody can toss a potion in, and we're good to go, or does it need to be like full on like?
Person.
Yeah.
I would need to present the corpse to an authority. Otherwise, once again, I could be held like a useless person if I wasn't able to completely slay a criminal.
I suppose we could go and talk to the Thieves Guild. Out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on extra-dimensional spaces? Like, say if we had a conversation in a secure rope trick.
Well, it's definitely safer. It's harder to scry into. Is it though? Enough topic?
Yeah, it is, because it's a different plane.
Oh, it's a different plane.
Yeah, it's like a little pocket dimension.
And I can make sure that nobody's watching. I can see when people scry. So I can make sure that nobody's peeping while we're talking.
Curiosity, who else do you know of in the city that is capable of scrying? Because you're the only one I know of who has that kind of mojo.
I know that the Temple of the Sun is particular.
Oh, Lord. Don't even
advanced
get me started on this,
in the
guys.
divination aspect. They can read the future in the flames. They can do all sorts of shenanigans.
Yeah, well, they can also read the future in my nuts.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
I know trading magic items is a thing that can be done, but would you allow me to attempt to transfer my spell rot tattoo to another spellcaster? Because it's kind of an item.
Yeah, okay. How would that work in game?
I would probably pray to Simonis and ask, pretty please, transfer the tattoo from me to Blythe.
And then just rip the flesh from your skin and press it onto Blythe.
Or just like hold my like arm to her hand or my hand to her hand to like try and transfer the tattoo to see if it works.
Okay, and the spell rot tattoo is it's like she doesn't need to have the spell on her spell list. You just need to have the tattoo.
Nope,
and
it's one free cast of that spell and doesn't need components.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, so in Dara's mind, okay, it's one of those things you never did. You never probably heard of someone doing that, but who can quantify?
Simonis is a badass.
Yeah, who can quantify and write down everything a god is able to do in their blesses, right? So you think Dara probably thinks it's possible if she goes to someone with a more spiritualized side and teach them how to interpret summons the way Dara does. She can probably be able to hold the same gifts. Okay.
So say I might have a way. I can't guarantee that it'll work, but if it does work, then I have the ability for Blythe to bring me back. And I mean, plus you'll get major kudos for not only killing somebody who found out some bad information, but killing a drow. Like, not just an elf, a bad elf. So that'll get you major props, and then Blythe can bring me back. if Simonis will allow it.
Because if the king finds out someone knew this information and interrogates me, I will not lie when I say to him that I killed the one that discovered his plan.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be a lie.
Exactly. I'm willing, as long as I can transfer this gift from Simonis to Blythe, which, not gonna lie, she's kind of amazing, so he's probably also thinking that she's pretty amazing. As long as we can do that, you can kill me. And I'll even let you pick how.
For Melmor, that's super duper fine. And
Yep.
for the rest of the party.
It's more for Melmor. I'm not really asking the party's permission.
Okay.
Because if
Blythe
the best
will
way to
hate
get this
plan.
information...
Okay, so, but like you're gonna tell Blythe your plan before you do this, right? You're not just gonna die and make me explain it, right?
No, I'll tell her.
Okay,
But if
good.
somebody's gonna die, if one of us has to die for us to find this out, it won't be any of you. I won't allow it. It will be me.
So if we were supposedly, if one were to do that, if one, I don't know, maybe a thief, a pickpocket, were to try and steal from me tonight when I visit the library to gather some more tomes for my study, and I have to defend myself and kill said thief, then it will be done so. Now, my friends, unless there is anything else I can help you with, I
Nope.
will ask you.
It's been a pleasure. See you when you try to kill us.
I don't know what you're saying.
What? I'm sorry. I've been stricken with amnesia. You guys remember what we talked about? Anybody?
No. Mostly the weather, I think.
Weird.
And
Must
how
be,
awesome of a human I am.
must be asbestos in this castle. Good night.
Have a good one.
Ned has a very serious face as he walks out. He's like, I would like to register my disapproval of this plan while also acknowledging I do not have a better one.
Alright, let's go back to the party.
Okay. Unless the others were doing something in the meantime. Correct me if I'm
No.
wrong. Okay.
I don't think so. I do wish I had spare the dying.
I do.
I do.
Well, you do. Okay. Well,
Oh, there we
you're
go.
a
There we go.
Yeah, okay. Because that's the only concern I have with that plan is out of character is that Revivify has the 1 minute time, and if he needs to show the body, that could be tricky. But if Urist is there
What
to
if?
like
What
spare
if?
the dying right away,
What
then
if
we're
he
good.
calls? What if he calls the guards?
and Urist is one of the guards there.
With the hat.
Yeah.
I think
But-
he just needs to be able to say that he killed me and not lie. To be like 100% honest. Someone picked my pocket, I killed them.
Because I thought he
But-
mentioned something about needing to be able to show the body, or maybe it's just like if his mind is read, he needs to be able to like.
I think that's it. I think it's more of like
Okay.
a mental thing because he's not gonna like drag my body through town.
Yeah. I still think it's worthwhile to have Urist on hand just in case anything
Yeah.
goes wrong with getting me to you, to just buy us that time.
If you have Daisy on standby, you could probably also cast it through Daisy because it's a touch spell.
Yeah, no, I plan on being there as well, but
Okay.
Duel, detect poison, searing smite, thunder.
Yeah, what-
No, I don't. I don't
You
have
don't have-
spare the dying.
Yeah, what
Sorry.
would
It's
Spare
a
the Dying
cantrip.
do? Yeah.
Does anybody have gentle repose?
Gentle repose.
Yes.
is the
not
one.
Yes.
not spare the dying. Gentle
Yeah.
repose is what I was looking at. Sorry,
Okay,
my
no,
bad.
I do have gentle repose.
That's
Yeah.
what we need.
That's what
okay.
I meant. Was gentle repose.
Yeah. So we'll,
Okay.
we'll just have to wombo combo, spare the dying, and gentle repose.
Not spare the dying. Just gentle repose. Spare the
Sorry,
dying
yeah.
is stabilizing. Yeah,
That was
I was
Yeah.
stop me from
thinking of
dying.
gentle. Yeah,
I spare the dying, and they're dead. They're
I was thinking
Yeah,
of gentle
Mhm.
repose. Because if we did gentle repose, if he did need to like prove that you were dead,
We have 10 days.
we
have 10
had 10
days.
days to do it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds more like a plan. I think you should go after that because the ones that talked to Melmer, he kind of mentioned that he had to show someone, at least have a ocular witness that thief is dead, completely dead. He's not, she's not breathing, she's dead.
Yeah. So then, then maybe just we do the gentle repose, and I'm not even there. It's just Urist and Dara.
And you can even make it look like I am a holy man saying the final rite, and then cast gentle repose.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll switch Fine Steed with gentle repose then.
Also,
Okay.
one thing that is very now I'm just proposing, but what if Dara appears as the drow that she is, and then he's like, oh my god, the drow are super duper spies, and she just read my mind or used some drow magic, and now she knows. So that's why I killed her.
Yeah, I think it's a good call for it.
That's what I was saying. Like, not only do you get to be like, I killed a bad guy, I killed a really bad guy with a drow.
Yes.
Like, earn some extra points with the elf-hating king.
Guys, I'll let you guys.
I feel like the only thing worse than an elf is a drow.
Yeah, for them, it's definitely. I'll let you guys RP a little, or we can all make a 5-minute break. But I'll just have to be right back in 5 minutes, real quick. Okay?
Okay. Well, let's do our like catch each other up, catch Urist and I up, make the official plans, the camp, that kind of stuff.
I need to get Blythe's thoughts on this plan, like imminently.
Yeah.
So we all head back.
I think when we get back, Ned's gonna flag Urist and Davide, and it's like, I think they need a minute, and kind of shepherd them away. It's like, we're gonna give them a second.
Okay.
Okay.
What's happening?
I'll explain over here, but Dara, go talk to Blythe,
Okay,
and then I'll catch Urist up.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything, and then I'll just fill him in so that Dara and Blythe can do their thing, because that's where the real juice is.
I
Okay.
have 2 words. The first is what, and the second is no.
I know. Do you have a better suggestion?
Like, fish is a better suggestion. This is by far the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life since Cousin Sven dared me to swim in lava. Okay?
I don't disagree.
And
But
Cousin
again,
Sven was,
Mhm.
was high on shrooms.
I feel ya. We just don't have another way. He's got the answers we need, and he needs a way to get it to us without getting in trouble. This is what we've got.
So, killing Dara, and then, we'll raise her, because it's easy, no? Everybody does it.
I mean, look at it this way. You'll be the first cleric to ever perform a miracle of resurrection.
Nobody can.
Dara thinks she can.
Dara thinks a lot of things. Most of them wrong.
I mean,
Yeah,
facts.
But when she's right, and she tends to be right about this god stuff.
Do you need more incentive to properly raise the dead? Because I can always take Dara's place.
That's even worse. No. No.
It was
no.
her or me.
No.
Urist, I get it. You don't like it. There's not another way. There's just not. She's gonna do this. When have we ever successfully stopped Dara from doing anything she wanted to do? I defy you to name me a time.
Okay.
I know. I don't like it either. I don't. But it's the only plan we've got. And if saving the world means that Dara needs to go full flatliners, then so be it. But hey, as mad as you are, imagine how Blythe's gonna feel.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And it's at that moment we hear a scream of, "What?"
I want to roll that because I do want to roleplay this interaction between the two of them.
Smash cut.
So, yeah.
So I'm gonna awkwardly sit in the most awkward way ever because I'm Dara.
Full bisexual squat.
And I say, yeah. So I have a plan that is probably kind of crazy, but I know it's going to be okay because you're amazing. You can do this. And it's kind of the only shot we've got. So I'm going to give you my tattoo, but it's only temporary. I'm going to try if Sumanos will let me. And then Melmer's going to kill me, and then you're going to bring me back from the dead, and then I can know what he knows.
But
it's gonna be fine.
Blythe is gonna I'm just gonna slowly kind of cross-legged sit down to get at her eye level, and you're going to die?
Just a little bit, like maybe a couple of days dead. Just long enough to show off my body and be like, I killed someone, and then you'll bring me back, and it'll be fine, like nothing happened.
Well, can that even be done? Can someone be brought back from the dead?
After we killed that Oni, I realized that Sumanos is way more powerful than I thought, even when I followed him up here. And he gave me this tattoo, and I show the palm of my hand that has this intricate, arcane, divine, symbol-y thing. And he said that I just had to push it really hard on somebody, that I didn't want it to die, and let the magic flow through me, and I could save someone, even after they were dead.
Blythe just takes the hand.
No, for sure it'll work more, and it's kind of a one-time only thing.
So yeah, Blythe takes your hand and just holds it in hers and looks at the tattoo and up at Dara, and if it's Sumanos' power, would it even work? If it's not you, why do you have to be the one that dies? Why can't I be the one that dies? Why can't I don't...
No.
I don't know. I don't do godly magic,
The
and
only
Dara?
I can't risk it being anybody but me.
but I can't risk it
won't.
being you.
If I die, yeah, which is why you won't let me stay dead. If anybody can pull this off, it's you. You are the most powerful out of all of us. Yes, Sumanis has given me power, and I can do some really shit with him on my side, but you're the power in this group. You're the one that can do this. I'm the one that I think, if Sumanis knows it's me on the line, maybe he'll give it that extra push to make sure that this works. But you're the one that can do this. And you're the only person above or below ground that I trust with my life.
I think you see there's like that when the eyes get kind of watery, and it's not tears, but it's like they're on the verge, and she just looks at Dara and down at the tattoo in her hands and takes a deep breath. This is your one time you get to do this. We're not playing this game of you sacrificing yourself at every turn. I can't handle that. But if we can find out that this works, and I trust you, and I trust that you know, I trust you. And if you stay dead, I'm gonna be really pissed.
I won't stay dead. I believe in Sumanis, and I believe in you. And I really think this can work.
If you do, then I do. And I think she's just gonna like lean her forehead.
Oh, I was about to say the same thing.
Like just
do the
forehead,
lesbian forehead lean.
Yeah. Okay.
I promise. I'll come back.
You better. Don't make me turn into a necromancer.
Well, I mean, the reality is if I do stay dead, you can just raise me another way. So, and like, I basically already do everything you tell me.
And...
So,
okay.
Okay. The first thing we got to do, we got to make sure that Sumanis will let you have this tattoo.
Yeah. Let's go to church, I guess.
I think so. My holy place kind of got scryed on, and I don't know if that pissed Sumanis off. And there's no real other temples. So I don't really. I mean, we can go back to my little cliff, or we can find another one. I feel like Sumanis is kind of everywhere in the twilight hours, you know, kind of like the in-between places.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just stand in a doorway? Maybe that'll work? I don't know. It's probably a really shitty time to be like, I'm not actually that good of a cleric, but, yeah. I think it's gonna work.
I think as Blythe is gonna stand up and, like, kind of pull Dara up, she is going to shoot the biggest look of you and I are going to have a chat to Ned after this. A very, like, angry, like, how did you let this become the plan look?
Ned starts looking for a shovel to bury himself.
I know they're not. Let's go to your cliff. Urist can make sure
Okay.
the rest of us can make sure we're safe. I also think maybe Urist stays here. I think they were just looking for Urist. So if
Probably.
we go, they're not going to be scrying on us. And maybe bring someone
Okay.
with us to make sure while we're communing with your god that nothing happens to us.
Okay. Maybe Vita. Vita's pretty sneaky. She can kind of hide in the corners, waiting in the wings,
Yeah.
waiting to shoot down anything dead that comes at us.
Yeah.
What time of day is it right now?
At what time did you went to the King's Keep? It was early.
I feel like we were there most of the
We-
day between
we-
all
we-
the time looking around and talking and getting ready.
Yeah,
for
we
the
went
thing.
there pretty early in the morning, so we probably got back late afternoon, early dusk.
So dusk, it's the best time to go talk to Simonis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
Okay.
So at dusk
Okay.
time.
All right, so we will make our way to the cliff. Vita, are you coming? You want to be our eyes in the sky?
I'll tag along.
All right, girls trip. Let's do this.
Before we leave, Blythe looks at Ned. I
Ned-
think we should
Ned-
get a very nice dinner when we come back. Don't you agree, Ned?
Blythe, you like mashed potatoes?
Perfect. Let's do
Cool.
it.
Ned looks at the empty potato sack and begins to sweat.
Don't tell me she managed to convince you.
It's not so much that she convinced me, it's that...
No,
My
he's
kid-
talking to Blythe.
Oh.
Trust her. And we're going to face a lot of hard decisions and put ourselves at risk a lot over this time. So, might as well find out now whether we can bring back people from the dead, right?
Fine.
I don't like it, but it's bigger than us.
At this point, I raise my hand. Fine. Do as you will.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start going up to my ledge.
Okay. The time is perfect. The place is as good as it gets. Oh, no, it is.
It's okay.
No, it is your personal shrine, right?
Yep, it's the
Okay.
closest thing I got to a temple.
Yeah. Yeah, more than that, it will not please Samanus. He is more of a simple guy. Or girl. Or
Yeah.
thing.
Them.
Yeah. But yes, it is made with a humble and open heart and with good intentions, so you feel the connection gets stronger in that place. Every simple thing, every thought, every pray has more meaning around this place. And that's why you're bringing Blythe with you, Dara. As you gather around, what is that you're going to do?
So I am going to sit kind of like right on like the precipice of the cliff, like that close enough that you think like scoot over 2 inches and you might go over, and sit down with like Blythe right in front of me. And I'm gonna take out the little trinket that I made, the the glaive made of the orchid petals that looks like a small amulet version of my my spiritual weapon. And I'm gonna hold it kind of up to Blythe. And I'm gonna say, I know that this is like a fuck ton right now. And I know that I'm putting my life in your hands. And I know that that is more than I should ever ask of you, ever. I recognize how much that I'm asking of you. But I want you to know why I want it to be you. Where I come from, we don't have marriage or... I think somebody said wife once. I don't know. We don't do it how you guys do. For us, we make something special, usually a weapon, a glaive, and we present it to somebody that we think is worthy and deserves not just our love, but our devotion. And that's you. And so I made this for you to show that. I'm not trying to ask you to marry me or put a ring on something. I don't know. I'm really not good at the talking, but...
Blythe is just going to grab her hand and look her in the eye and say, "Can I kiss you?"
Yes, please.
And she's going to kiss Dara and hold the trinket in her hand.
And then I'm gonna, as she's kissing me, I'm gonna put the symbol between our palms, where my tattoo is, onto the palm that's gonna hopefully transfer the tattoo over. And with like all of the love that I'm feeling, and oh my god, I'm like, Devonlynne is tearing up right now. Going to pray to Simonis to enchant, like give this trinket the power that I want it to have, and to give Blythe the ability to bring me back, so that I can come back and not only finish whatever Simonis has planned for me, but also just return to the woman that I have fallen in love with.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah. When you asked if you could transfer the tattoo to someone else, I thought, yeah, I probably will make some hard checks for them to try and reach through, to spend the inspiration, the guidance, but now, no, there is no way I'm letting the dice do anything right now. Yeah, it definitely worked. And as you go, as both of you close your eyes and just focus on your other senses, the touch, the sound, the smell, for a brief moment you feel nothing but each other. And when you open your eyes, Blythe, you have the Spellroth tattoo on your palm, right?
Yeah.
And you feel something. You feel a connection, a different type of feeling that you, as a studier of the arcane, wasn't aware of. It might be some divine connection, something akin to what a cleric or druid or paladin have with their deity, or it could simply be a closer connection to Dara, or to what you both have in common. Even,
And I'll say, I think too, like because I am a divine soul sorcerer, I think it might even like connect with, and its chaotic fey energy is what the divine soul one I picked. So I think Blythe probably feels a little bit of that part of herself she's neglected for the arcane study side reignite a little bit in this moment with Dara.
It worked.
And I think the tattoo looks really cool on her hand because Blythe's hands do have that like oil slick ichor like look to them. So like I think the white tattoo like pops out through the like magic essence on her hands basically.
Looks dope as fuck.
And Blythe is going to take the necklace that she has on that's kind of tucked underneath her top that has the old engagement ring on it. And she's going to take the ring off of the necklace and look at it and toss it off the cliff and instead affix the trinket to her necklace.
Dara just stares at you, beaming. Just like full anime character, eyes all big. Just
Go fuck yourself, Derek.
I didn't. Now
Dara, you
The
mean
other-
everything to me. This has to work.
it will. And as
Okay.
long as you wear that, whether you are magically connected to it or not, as long as it's around your neck, follow you anywhere.
Will never come off.
All right, let's go die.
Oh. Let's not say it like that. And she just takes your hand as we walk
We
back.
just walk back hand in hand. As Vita's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, Vita saw way too much and heard way too much.
All right, let's go. Let's go rob a wizard.
Okay. So everyone's going, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go like to a point and then let Urist and Dara kind of be in the close zone, essentially.
Ned will stay back and keep Blythe company. Just kind of reassuring, like, she's got this. They've got this.
I won't let her do this alone.
She knows.
But if you ever, Ned, Gur,
I
good
how?
Barry,
Oh my god.
let this be the option again. I won't be okay with it.
I get it. I don't like it either. I tried really, really hard. I friggin' offered to let Melmore probe my brain, dude. Also, Ignatius.
Ignatius,
You're gonna use
Ned or Ignatius Goodberry.
Yeah, if you're gonna use my full name, my full name.
He's just gonna like do a light smack on the top of the head.
I deserve that.
Um,
Also, he passes her a bowl. It's like a heaping bowl of mashed potatoes and gravy. You do not want to know the things I did to get these.
maybe I do. We'll talk about it later.
Good lord.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take off like all of my stuff, like my bow, my like all of my anything that I other than a one singular dagger. I'm taking everything else off, and just going in like regular clothes, no armor, even just like regular as street wear averageness as possible, and giving all of the rest of my stuff to be put in the bag of holding for right now, and just taking a singular dagger and my symbol to Simonis, and that's it.
Excellent. Okay.
And gonna go to the library.
You haven't mentioned that Levy was dead, right?
Nope. No.
And
We never got to talking about the artifact with him because he didn't trust us enough.
yeah, and it happened before yesterday, because yesterday we were at the temple,
It was 2 days ago it happened.
2 days.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I guess at this point he should have known. So,
Because the guard saw us going in there, so the guards at the very least knew. So I'm assuming they probably would have told the palace.
Perfect. Okay, so you see the closed library, since there is no librarian anymore. But there are 2 guards in front of it, and there comes Melmor, leaving it with some books and scrolls being carried on his dancer's floating disc. And as he prepares to leave, the guards stay behind a little while, closing and putting chains over the door so that no one enters the library. So you have a brief spot where you could have a conversation with Melmor.
Okay.
Before
I'm going to, before I go out, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself for dexterity, just in case I need to actually pick his pocket. And I'm going to pull up my hood, but I'm not disguised. I'm as a drow, hood up, and I'm going to kind of sneak around so the guards don't see me at first, but I want to be obvious to Melmor, but not the guards. And kind of catch his eye and look for a cue.
Before you go, since we're kind of like far behind, before you like leave and break off, Blythe is going to cast Fortune's Favor on you.
Ooh.
Which
Like
gives you basically a luck point.
All right, luck and a bardic.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Be safe.
Well, that's not really the point here, is it? Okay. God. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm like actually like, oh my god. I've never sent a character to intentionally die before.
Yeah, I was thinking this is so much fun because this is a very new situation for me as well. What a way to...
That's what Dara does, though. Dara just takes whatever you think you know and flips it on its head.
Yeah, just picked a bald spot in his hair.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and stealth around the first guards and get, like, recognition with Melmor so that he knows I'm coming.
Okay, make a stealth check.
13.
Oof. Do you want to add your bardic?
I will
guidance,
add
at least?
my...
Oh, you have...
I'll add my de-inspiration.
Okay.
Because that's the lowest. So that's a d10. 18. The shittiest stealth roll Dara's ever had in her life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's kind of nervous because of the...
Oh, I'm fucking terrified.
Okay. Good thing you added the inspiration, otherwise one of the guards would have noticed you. So you are some 60 feet away from the guards, and there is no one else in this street right now other than Melmor. He is walking. You can see that he is walking in a faster pace, although he's not running. Probably because he wants to gain some ground before the guards catch up to him. And he's there. He still have not noticed you as well. You can even try to stab him if you would like to to make it more believable.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak up to him and try to put a hand in his pocket to see if I'm actually supposed to pick his pocket. I don't know, and I'm not very smart, so I'm gonna try to pick his pocket, but at the same time, I'm gonna like whisper, like, "Hey, it's Dara.
Okay.
Please don't make it painful," and then try to stab him.
Okay. Are you going to try to stab him?
Yeah, but like half-assed. Like I'm like not actually trying to hurt him.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just trying to make it look like I'm trying to fuck him up.
Okay, so no rolls to hit or damage.
Yeah, I'm not actually trying to like injure him. I'm just trying to make it so that if there is somebody watching, it looks real.
Okay, perfect. As you do that, he turns his eyes to you. Almost, he looks scared a little bit. He looks at you and he looks straight at the guards, and the guards haven't noticed what happened yet. And he says, Dara, we don't have much time. You need to tell your friends of the soul stones. There are 6 of them in total, and one of them is beneath the King's Keep, in a labyrinth that was built some 200 years ago to keep it away from being used. The first Nellarian king that put its hands on it decided it was too dangerous. That's why he ordered the labyrinth to be built. Many have tried to search for the soul stone, but the soul stone has ways of protecting itself. That's why it is dangerous. It can also leave some marks on the user. And as he says that, the guards notice and starts running at you. And Melmor notices it too, and he continues. Aeneas is trying to reclaim the soul stone. He wants to use it to power a war machine, one that could lay waste to the main cities of the elves and kill hundreds, if not thousands, with a single blow. You have to either stole it from him or make sure he will never be able to retrieve it.
Where is the entrance to the labyrinth? How do we find the entrance?
You will find it inside of the keep. You have to be witty because there are hidden entrances, hidden paths, unable to be seen by an untrained eye. I would recommend either let's say that let me rephrase that. There are hidden paths underneath the keep. You would have to enter through the main ballroom and then through the left wing, enter the passageway to the left wing, and you will see a hidden door on your left. He kind of describes the path you have to take, right?
Okay.
And at this point, the guards are 30 feet from you, and one of them screams, "Master Melmor! You! Stop it! Dirty elf!" And now Melmor says in a firmer voice, "Any last words, elf?"
I'm gonna throw back my hood to reveal that I'm a drow, and I'm just gonna scream like "death to above ground" in Undercommon, and then try to take a swing or throw my dagger at one of the guards.
Okay, roll initiative.
All of us or just Dara?
Just oof.
Anyone that wants to do anything.
I think Urist then probably needs to as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I? That's the thing.
Well,
Yeah,
you
'cause
have
we
to
need
get
you to
there
gentle
quickly
repose her.
to general repose.
Within a minute of her dying.
Yeah. You can come running in pretending to like save Melmore, right?
Yeah.
I think I can do that.
And like, and you would have had Dara's permission if you come in and I'm still standing, fucking lay it on me, attack.
Wait, yeah. She's a drow, you're a dwarf. Stab her.
Yeah.
Or go for it, yeah.
Okay.
And as you stab, you can cast general repose. There you go.
Yeah.
It's VSM, so I need materials and
Say it in dwarven.
yeah, of course.
They won't understand. They're stupid humans.
Or in dragon language.
Which I don't know, but I will pick the proficiency maybe one day. Anyway, initiative. Since I am running there.
Dara,
7.
you can already.
5.
And it says, and it's in order, right? So Dara, the 2 guards, then Melmor.
Okay. So I am going to throw a dagger at whichever guard is closer to me. You can pick which one.
Uh-huh.
12. Good.
Yeah, they are wearing heavy armor, so that won't be a hit. Okay. One of them is a little behind the other, so he will draw his crossbow and order you to. He will try to hit you, but not on a vital spot. So probably he will aim for your leg. A 20 to hit for 11 piercing.
That'll hit.
And the other one will try to grapple you with a athletics check. He will.
Yep.
He is running, so he will jump and try to tackle you.
So that's acrobatics, right?
Yeah.
And I still have my dex 23.
Okay, perfect. You cannot avoid him entirely. And now it's Melmor's turn. And he kind of you can see that he kind of pushes him with the power of his mind. He just pushes him 5 foot away. But you notice it's very it's kind of like a mage hand, but strong enough that it can push people around. And then he looks at you with his arms with his finger pointing, and then he lays low his thing, and he says, "Painless, it shall be. Die." And he
Power word kill.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Well. There we go.
And Urist, as you are running towards the scene, Dara, on a flash of light, Dara just falls down. No wound,
Okay.
no nothing. Only the wound of the crossbow arrow, right? But
Okay.
the magic just utterly and instantaneously kills her.
Alright.
After that, Melmor just walks away in the same pace that he was before, like it was nothing.
Yeah, Urist like waves his arm at the guards. Back off, you two! Back off!
Who are you?
I'm Urist, Paladin. Back off from that. Back off from that one. You don't know how to deal with those.
What
Let me
is
do it.
that? She looks like an elf, but
That's a drow.
uh,
They're elves that live underground and they're never truly dead. You don't know what you're dealing with. Go!
okay. Make a either deception or intimidation.
Intimidation. Intimidation because I don't have deception. Urist is bad at lying.
Okay,
18.
perfect.
Nice.
Let me incite these guys. Okay. They both look at each other and one of them screams, Master Melmor! And he continues running after Melmor, and the other one stays for a little while longer looking at you.
Yeah, go fetch your master. I have to make sure she doesn't get back up. Go!
And it is still your turn, so only 10 seconds or less
and-
have passed.
And I am casting Gentle Repose in Dwarven.
Okay.
And basically, I make it as it's a ritual spell to prevent her from actually getting back from the dead, as I told the cards. So, Gentle Repose is cast.
Perfect. Dara, you're dead. But you're gently reposing.
Yes.
I'm dead.
That guard that still was not too far away, he comes near you, he takes a look at her, he kind of, you can see that he is analyzing her, like he touches her blood vein on the neck to see if there is a heart beating, and well,
Okay.
how do they come back? Do you know that?
Yes, I do. My people has fought them for centuries. Millennia. That's the thing. Drow are devil worshippers. If you kill one and you don't sever the tether, minutes, hours, they come back as zombies. They sold their souls. So do not move these coins from her eyes. Ever. It's what keeps this thing from coming back and eating your brain. You got lucky I was here.
I bet I was. Well, so how you're going to dispose the body?
I don't know. We better ask your master. He's the noble. I don't have any authorization to do anything here. I'm a simple citizen.
Okay.
Can Ned come by pulling a cart and it's like, dead body? I'm taking a bunch of dead bodies that have to be thrown out in the on a pyre outside the city.
Monty Python, bring out your dead.
Yeah, bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
Well, if you
It's just
ain't going to do anything with it, I bet we can sell it to the court. I know the people that like to buy rare monsters and creatures, and an elf is kind of like a monster, right? The same thing. And if they can come back to life, maybe the alchemist can make a potion of immortality of some kind. I don't know.
Blythe is gonna shake out. She's almost like, probably like standing comatose, like silently sobbing before she shakes it off and like kind of puts on full diplomatic noble lady persona much, and she says,
Yes.
well, if you're looking for the court, you found someone. I'd be more than happy to take this back to, his name was Honeycut?
Honeycut, yes.
Yeah, I'd be more
Honeyfoot.
than happy to take this to Honeyfoot. I'm sure he'd find something interesting to do with her.
Oh no, I have my contact. I have my seller. He would kill me if he
Well,
finds out that I made business with someone else.
what I'm
Fine.
telling you is I will be taking her to Honeyfoot. Not you.
Okay. You're yeah. This is an intimidation.
Yeah, I'm giving her the help action.
Okay.
You heard the
Okay.
lady, right? Back off.
Okay.
Take a Bardic. Ned growls menacingly.
Oh no.
Oh, and then Bardic is 6.
Roll Bardic. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do oh, it's not a saving throw. Damn it. Damn it. It's favored by the gods, it's useless. Look. Look. I owe Honeyfoot big, and I need a win with him. Do you really want it to get out that a member of the guard is selling dead bodies?
No. Do as you wish, lady. I don't get paid enough for this type of headache.
Thank you. She's
Yeah.
secure, and she's gonna look at Urist. She's secured. She won't be popping up at any point.
No, as long as the coins are not removed. They are vital for the spell. Do you hear me, lady?
I hear you.
Good. I will come with you to make sure it is kept properly secure. It is my duty.
He looks at Urist and he keeps switching from Urist to Blythe, and remembering when try to remember when Urist gave the help action to her. Like, listen to the lady, and he's you planned this all along together, didn't you? This is way too quick to be a coincidence.
We saw an opportunity and took it. Drower, difficult to come by in this space. And they fetch a good coin. And they're just as dangerous as he says.
So you stalked him through the city, seeing what he was about to do. If he somehow, if she was somehow able to kill the Archwizard, you were
The Archwizard had nothing to do with it. The
To-
Archwizard had nothing to do with it.
I know.
She is our target. I had no idea what she was planning. He just saved us a lot of mess.
I see. Well, I am at disadvantage here, but I must steal a royal guard. If I see one of you, and if I suspect of any foul play from you, you know what to expect.
Talk to Honeyfoot. He's told us explicitly he owns us.
Madam, we're losing the night here, please.
Okay, I'm
If
leaving.
you want to talk to Honeyfoot. He knows who we are. You'll see us around. We work for him.
Okay. It's enough for me. I'll be leaving.
And Blythe's just gonna very
A good
gently
night to
pick
you,
up.
guardsmen.
Blythe's gonna
All
just
right.
very gently pick up Dara and like cradle her in her arms. Let's go.
Let's go. Yep. So, what's next?
Should check in with Melmore. See what he needs us to do before we take our next steps.
Yes.
Probably not any of of you, me, or Ned. Vida might need to be the one who checks in with him since she wasn't seen with us.
Yes.
If we go talk to Melmore, it's gonna look suspicious.
Yes. Agreed.
Alright, let's go back
It
to
is
our camp.
quiet and is looking everywhere but at Dara.
All right. We will leave you alone, but if you need me, you know where to find me, okay?
Mhm.
I can't even imagine to presume what you're going through, but I do understand your feelings very well, and I
She'll
will.
come back. She has to.
Yes,
She'll come back.
she will. She will.
She'll be okay.
She will. I've seen weirder things. Why not have faith in this, after all?
Hey, we blew up a nightmare demon with alcohol.
Yeah.
We've always been weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be up that rock there, smoking my pipe.
I think we're gonna just head back to our camp and take her.
Okay.
Yes.
What's Dara seeing on the other side?
The other side. Blackjack
We're
and
going
hookers.
to the other side.
And Jim Morrison.
She's seeing. It's weird. There are people around the table rolling dice.
That's what I was about to say.
I love
Does
it.
the one sound like Ned? Like, why is his hair so long? Ugh.
Okay. Vida, will you go after Melmor? Or.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Under the guise of making sure that he makes it back to the castle safely, if anybody asks. And try and get the information from him.
Next, yeah.
Okay. I'll have to ask for the stealth check just to. Because that's what I do here, but I know you'll have a very good chance of succeeding.
Rolling.
Rolls tonight have been shit.
Oh my god, don't. Why did you say that?
Well,
Look what you did.
I did it. That's my fault. That's my
Double
fault.
13s.
For someone with a plus 10.
It is not a
Yeah.
D100 that I want. Oh no, I wrote on whisper mode. Okay, so no one saw that. Ha. Okay.
Bless.
Perfect. Okay, how far do you want to follow him? Do you want to enter the keep, or you just want to follow by distance?
Vita's gonna catch up to him quickly
Uh huh.
and like walk with him, like back to the keep. If she can get the information out of him before then, great. If not, she'll try to follow him in.
Okay. he sends a message to you saying, "What are you doing?"
Vita will respond in kind, same way. Just a concerned citizen making sure that the mage makes it back to safety after being attacked.
Okay, and he fasten up the pace, and eventually you see him entering the keep, and the guards on the gates greeting him, and all seems good.
And she'll send one message before he gets out of range, asking him where they should meet to get information or, exchange the remaining information that they have for each other.
Okay, what information exactly?
It's just about Dara's body that we're needing, right? Like, because he said he might need that to show the
Right.
guards.
No,
Yeah,
not that he needed to show, but he needed someone to be the witness that she was
God.
dead.
Okay, so since the guards
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
it, then okay.
Then that's
we're
all good.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Cool.
I wasn't trying to. I wasn't understand your intention.
We didn't understand either.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We thought like he needed like Dara's body as proof to,
Okay. No.
Like, to show to a higher up or something.
Yeah, someone now the gossip will be that Melmor killed a drow, not that he beat a drow into
But I don't think we would have
submission or-
suggested Vita go at all then. I don't
Yeah,
think we were,
okay.
Yeah, we
that
wouldn't
was
have-
just to get that information.
Perfect. Okay, so you take Dara back to your safe place.
Yep.
And
And I'm gonna cast rope trick and go in the rope trick.
And ball her eyes out.
I think it's one of those things more like she can't start crying now or else she won't stop crying. So she's like very thinly holding on to a thread. And gonna bring Darist in the rope trick and say a quick prayer to Samanis before using the spell rot tattoo.
okay.
She believes in you, and I'm needing to believe in you. Please bring her back to us. She's too important. She's too important for this not to work. And she's gonna press the tattoo against Dara's chest. And try and make it work.
Excellent. So, Dara, I'll let you decide what it's like on the other side, because even though you've been dead for longer than just a minute, you still wasn't dead for long enough to be dead, So you probably just dreamed of someplace else. Maybe you spoke with someone or something, but it wasn't the true other side for you. At least yet. But
Don't say yet. Don't say yet.
yeah.
Don't say yet.
But you were
Yeah, I think
killed. Okay. And as you come back, even though it was through the divine power of your own deity, you are a little less Dara than before. You feel a little stretched, a little as if you came back, but some part of you stayed behind. From now on, you have one permanent failure on your death saving throws.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
As always, there are ways of reversing
Consequences,
that,
yeah.
but death and passing is not a something that should go and should be done lightly. It's one of the most dire and difficult things that leave consequences behind. But Dara opens her eyes back into the real world. To you, as you come back, it's almost like you have been gone away for just a few seconds. Even though you dreamed and you did many things on the other side, the feeling you have is that it was mere seconds. Now that you woken up. What do you do?
I think I open my eyes and I see Blythe kind of like leaning over me, having pressed her hand into my chest to cast the spell. And I just immediately like shoot up and like wrap her in my arms and just say, I knew you could do it.
This is the moment where now Blythe just starts sobbing, and like kind of just collapses as a human being into Dara's arms.
And I just told her.
I think we just sit there for like that for a moment, and then we should let them know you're okay. That it worked.
Yeah. You know, normally when y'all start drinking, I don't drink very much. I think tonight I'm gonna have a beer.
Blythe looks her in the eyes very seriously. You're never leaving my side again. I hope you know that.
I don't plan on it.
I go out down the rope trick and I let it go away.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna hold Blythe's hand as we go find lots of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And I will fill them in on what Melmore told me.
So, Urist sees Dara up at some point.
Probably as we come out of the rope trick.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the first thing he does is run up to her and give her a bear hug. Without saying absolutely anything for 10 seconds. And then he puts her down, looks at her. Never, ever do that shit again. Never.
I'll try.
I swear, the stupidest things I ever seen. And it worked. And it worked. I have no words.
Well,
All right.
my god's kind of a badass.
Yeah, he is. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. He looks at Blythe. You. You. Don't let her do that again. Just
Won't. I won't.
I know you will. I know you will. That's my girl.
Oh.
Let's go get Ned. He's probably still digging that grave.
Let's go drink.
Yeah. I'll
need
make you
a-
something.
a
Should I
beer.
fuck with Ned? Should we fuck with Ned? I
Oh,
can like
let's.
hide in the trees. And hi Vita, you snuck up on me. I'm alive, by the way. But I can
see
like
that.
hide in the trees,
Glad.
and then I can like whisper on the wind like I'm a ghost.
I should say no.
Should I?
I really should say no. Do it.
Usually this is the
Let's walk up
Part-
and tell him it didn't work.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you-
We don't do that.
No,
We
don't do that.
That's
That
too
would be
much,
mean.
too much.
You want to act like you're a ghost and scare him. He's not gonna bite if he thinks you're not dead.
Maybe you will.
Or I can just pretend to be a zombie.
no. Okay,
Oh, he might attack you.
Yeah.
ladies.
I mean-
ladies, I know Ned. He hears voices for breakfast.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
Oh,
True.
right.
Okay. Let's just go hug Ned.
Just
Oh,
jump out of a tree
it's-
onto him.
Yes.
I can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look where Ned is and then climb a tree nearby and then just wait until he's not expecting it and dive bomb him with and wrap him in a big hug.
I think Ned is sitting there just kind of. She's gotta be okay. She's not
Oh,
okay.
I can't
Ned,
hear
We
you.
can't hear you, man.
You're
Yeah.
far away.
I.
You sound like you're in
Is
the
this
next
better?
room.
Much
Yeah,
better.
okay.
Is this
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm moving my mic up to eat some dinner, and I forgot to move it down. I think Ned is just kind of sitting there, kind of like on the edge, like kind of like staring out into the woods, like she's gonna be okay. She's gotta be okay, because if she's not okay, then Blythe isn't gonna be okay, and then I'll really not be okay.
And as you're just talking to yourself, I just
Yeah,
dive bomb you. And it's dark out, and so you can't see me. Because I can't be
Ned-
observed in darkness with dark vision.
Ned lets out the most effeminate, girly scream you have ever heard somebody make. He goes,
And I just
Dar, I'm really hoping this
I'm
is a
alive.
Dara-shaped lump. Thank
It
God.
is! I'm alive!
Okay. Oh, thank God. Thank God you're alright. I need you to do me a favor.
What?
I need you to restart my heart because I think it just stopped. And then Ned's gonna pass out.
I think Blythe is
I'll
now
just
going to
make-
walk up and kind of just kick him and say, "Wake up! We got drinking to do."
Oh, finally. Feel like it's been weeks.
Yeah. I'll get the good stuff.
And Dara proceeds to drink uncharacteristically more than usual. Dara doesn't really drink. She's that girl that nurses the same, ounce and a half of liquor all night.
Mhm.
And she's gonna drink pretty heavy for, the first time ever.
Yeah, and for the first time, Urist doesn't. He doesn't
I think
touch
it's
alcohol.
I think at some point Ned will kind of come up alongside Dara as she's lifting probably her fourth or fifth cup to her lips and just kind of gently stop her and just I get it. You're dealing with a lot. Be safe. It's a lot. I get it. And then we'll just kind of walk away, just kind of doing a check-in.
It is a lot.
Shot.
Guys. Look what Dara made me. And I show off the necklace as like.
Oh, that's really pretty, Dara.
Noise?
What does it mean?
That's for us.
Oh,
She's the best.
Hang on.
And I think Blythe is just gonna kiss Dara on the cheek right then and there.
Ned throws his hands over there. I'm going to die alone.
No,
No, you're
you have
not.
that really pretty guy you got the rat the thing from.
Oh, you mean the Lyric?
Yeah.
Lyric showed up, gave me his pipe, and then dipped. He's like every other man ever.
He gave you his pipe,
He gave me his pipe and dipped.
Dara does finger guns.
Life is paper guns.
It's
Useless
it's
high
just a
sexual energy.
It's a full 3 minutes of Dara, Blythe, and Ned just giving each other finger guns.
Jesus. No. See, Vita hears him say he's gonna die alone, and she's just like, no. You have Squidly and you have Claire.
You're right.
Yes.
I'll never
You're
die
never
alone with
alone.
multiple personalities.
look, man. We live in a world that's literally chock full of aesthetically pleasing male elves.
I gotta admit, there's gotta be something in the water out here.
Yeah, the ratio is astounding.
The females
It's
Yeah.
too.
terrifying.
Like, you just have
I
your pick
know.
of the litter. You just have to commit.
Oof,
Like,
there's
I'll be
that
hon-
C
I'll
word
be-
again.
I'll be honest, I have been struggling, guys.
Yeah, I know.
No
The
being alone?
hotness? With the hotness?
I'm sorry, have you not been? I mean,
I've been
think
a little
about
focused.
Honest.
I can I just pull up can I just pull up an artful drawing that Ned has done of the elf boyfriend we saw? It's like,
Yeah.
I
I mean, like,
could grate cheese on those abs.
yeah. As I've said, structurally speaking, he's perfect.
So get it.
He has a boyfriend.
So? You can have multiples. Is that a thing here?
Ned kind of sits there for a moment with this profound revelation. Like Southern Baptist Ned has never had this thought before, and it is like,
I mean, in my culture, usually, my former culture, I would say, usually it was done on the hush hush. You had, like, officially, it's monogamy, but everybody knows that people have side pieces and as long as it's not public, it's tolerated. I mean, like, most of the time, either the wife or the husband knows, and they're okay with it because our marriages are purely business transactions done for the benefit of the clan. So, yeah.
halflings get
But
married to
it's-
one person and then spend the next 100 years hating each other.
Yeah, it's not hate. Most of the time, it's indifference.
Parents loved each other.
God, I would have killed for my parents to be indifferent to each other.
Mine loved each other.
My mom and
Oh.
dad tolerated each other. They were just there.
My mom and dad just fucked.
What?
I don't know. That's all I know.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch
I
what
don't
you
know
said,
my dad.
Dara.
Yeah, I
Never
didn't
mind.
catch it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents just fucked. I don't. They had fun one night, and then I don't know what happened to him. Nobody ever said anything. I never heard anything about him literally my entire life, other than I know that he probably existed.
Dara,
Blythe
we could
just
be
starts laughing,
siblings.
uncontrollably. My parents would flip if they knew that I was in love with an elf.
It's okay. My family would want to kill me even more now that I'm in love with you. Not that they already wanted to kill me, but now they really will want to kill me.
I don't know. My parents would disown me if I hadn't disowned them first.
Yeah,
God, I love a
same.
messy wedding.
Same.
Oh no, we're
Fuck.
not married.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I don't know. Are
Hey.
you?
No. We don't.
I don't know. Apparently, Urist and Vita got married when I wasn't looking. So at this point, I'm just assuming everybody's married to each other. I get a bungalow on the compound.
I told you it was
Okay,
just
Dad.
to reinforce the concept. And besides, I would like to point out that she was the first to say this is my dwarf and you can't have it. Something that makes me inordinately proud to the point of smugness, because yes, I am her dwarf and no one can have me.
It's okay, Ned. You can have him every third day.
I'm good.
Okay.
No, you need your guys' bonding night, and I know how much he likes it when you touch him.
You
Uh,
are not making this any better.
Tugs on his beard and wanders off.
Sometimes
Life,
if I didn't love her, I'd hate her.
Life, just an aside to Dara, says, "You're my person. It's better than marriage."
she's our lobster.
And you're my person.
Yes.
And does the
I'm gonna
sleepy, like,
kind of
the
take her
sleeping
little
drunk-
the pendant that I gave her and say,
So,
Wait, what were
Labyrinth
you
under the
saying,
castle.
Devonlynne? What were you saying, Devonlynne?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't hear you.
Dara just kind of like holds your pendant and is like, I don't understand how this marriage thing works. I don't know if we got married, but what I do know is every time that you've talked about marriage, you've talked about it as someone owning you and losing your power. That's not what this is. This is a way to show that as long as you want me, I'm yours, but you have the power. No one else.
And Blythe just looks at her and says, in my world, it is the thing of power and control, even in the best of circumstances, and we're equals. I wouldn't have gone through this if we weren't.
Agreed. Let's kiss her on the forehead.
And then she does the drunk, like, lean onto the shoulder thing.
Yeah.
Because
We just keep drinking.
Lightweight.
I think canonically drows can drink like a dwarf because they are resistant to poison. So I don't think Dara really gets that drunk, but she's drinking.
Urist keeps serving and then wait until everybody sobers up to plan, I think.
We plan at dawn.
Yes.
The performance of a lifetime.
Yes.
I think, as we all wrap up, Blythe is just going to look at Dara and say, "Let's go to bed."
Oh, hell yeah.
Eita, bicho.
Fade to black.
Wait. Dara can't be seen in the darkness. How's that gonna work?
This
Oh, you don't need to see, honey. You just need to feel.
this camp is open. This camp is open air. There's no walls. Can we please keep it down?
Oh no, we've already established that Dara's a loud bitch.
to everyone watching on Twitch or YouTube, this next scene is available only on our OnlyFans.
On our
Aspera.
Patreon.
Yeah,
Yeah, on our page.
Only on fantasy fans.
fantasy fans.
Devonlynne and Lauren will be providing an erotic roleplay scenario for $10 a month.
See the stage show in November.
Well, you wake up the next day, some more happier than others. What do you do?
Dara is going to help Ned make breakfast.
Hey, Dara, can you pass me that cumin?
What? Come in?
Cumin.
Here you go.
You know.
Come in.
Oh no, that is not what I wanted. Why do you still have that? Why do you still have that?
So
And the
I
horny
couldn't
D&D happens.
resist.
Yeah. So is today the performance then, or is it tomorrow?
I think at this point it should be today.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think that as well.
Also,
Shit.
Lauren, the trinket that I gave you acts as a arcane grimoire, so it's like a +1 for all the things.
Awesome. I will adjust that, but that also means Vita, that frees up an enchantment. Because it doesn't stack with the +1 staff. So, frees up an enchantment.
I'll have to look at my infusions.
Yeah.
I could def use a mind sharpener at some point. Other than that, I think I'm good.
All right. Yeah, we can talk offline about what it does, but
Yeah.
that does free that
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Morning comes
Okay.
and goes. At what time do you wish to start preparing and planning your travel to the keep?
Oh, Ned's up at like 4 in the morning. Like Ned does not sleep that night. He is like he's doing his eyeliner as Blythe and Dara are doing their thing, just without a care.
How early can Claire and her troupe get in to the performance space to begin rehearsal?
Well, you didn't schedule any specific time, but I think most of the castle personnel are already aware of the event, so they would allow Claire and her troupe to go in and start preparing it whenever they want. Sorry. That's up on you
Okay.
guys to decide.
Well, how long
Alright.
do you think that you'll need, Ned?
Not terribly long. Most of my choreography stuff is stuff that I have to cast live. There's not really many spells I need to prep or anything.
Blythe, you have detect magic, right?
I do. And I'm going to actually
Okay, so
prepare
I
it as a casting spell, not a ritual spell today, just so we don't have to wait time on it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just picking my spells.
Same. I'm gonna not do rope tree. Too many options.
whenever you feel ready to go, guys.
Sorry.
Yeah, you guys carry on. I'm just picking spells.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the five
we
of
are.
you are coming to the keep together, or will some of
Yep.
you stay behind, do something else? What is the plan?
Well, I think we're all gonna go together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easiest way to get in is as Claire's troop.
Okay. As you
I'm going to take my hat back and reattune
Yep.
to it before we go. Because
Of course.
accidentally dropping concentration on disguised self in the middle of the keep after last night is going to be a very bad thing.
very bad
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Yep.
As you are entering the city proper, I want you all to roll a d8.
Alright.
Six, 7, 3, 6,
D8, 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 D8.
and 4. Okay. The city looks crowded and busy as ever. Your trip there goes uneventful, and you as you enter the noble part of the city, the eyes and the small talk start to turn their attention to the presence of Claire, which many of those noblemen and women are waiting desperately to hear performing tonight.
Claire is in a stunning red ball gown that like catches the light in a way that looks like it's like simultaneously like flower petals that are on fire. And she's just kind of swaying down the hall. Her hair is bright red, like we're talking like strawberry blonde red.
Yeah.
And so she is curvy, she is slinky, she looks amazing.
I'm gonna cast like right before the performance. Well, I'll wait. I'll wait until we get right for the performance. I'm gonna give you a fortune's favor.
Perfect.
Okay. You find no impediments on your way. You are able to go to the same ballroom that you performed at the previous time. It is still very, very empty right now. You see most servants coming back and forth, making sure everything looks fine, looks okay, that all the flowers are in the correct color scheme, that all the windows and the curtains are all fit and clean. But one of the servants that is walking you towards the ballroom says, "Here, Mrs. Claire, you are already free to make yourself at home and start preparing your performance for today. If you need anything from us, you just have to ask."
Of course. I would like to ask. You mentioned that the hallway is going to be on the left side. Is that correct?
Yeah.
After my performance, if there's any way you could keep that hallway clear for me, just so that I may have a moment to myself to kind of refresh and regroup, would that be something you'd be able to arrange?
Sorry, my lady, but that is beyond the realm of possibility, unfortunately.
I understand. It was worth a shot, I suppose. A girl's got to try.
Yes, the only one that could allow such a thing is the king himself. We have a very specific routine to held tonight, so we won't be able to vacate it without his direct order.
Of course.
But if there's anything else other than that, Just say the word.
Hors d'oeuvres. Anybody want any little finger sandwiches?
Anything greasy, I would take happily.
Sliders for the party, please.
Sliders, yes.
Yes, of course.
Ye old slider.
I'll send them.
Yes.
Okay, and they one thing, you are never alone in the room at any point, but the servants and guards and sometimes even nobles come and take a peek at Claire and greet and say stuff, but normally other than that, nothing too important. But up until late afternoon, early evening, one thing, you are never left alone in the room, and nothing important happened up until there. So if you want to prepare something, to actively do something, it's up to you.
I am going to get as close to where I know that hallway is going to be, without looking suspicious. And I'm going to very dramatically cast guidance, directly followed up by see invisibility, so that it looks like it's all part of the same spell, if possible, and cast see invisibility, and then try to look around that area as much as possible to see if I can see anything over there that might be inhibiting our path, or perhaps like a magic door or whatever might be over there.
Perfect. Okay, you are able to cast the spell and to take a good look around, but there is nothing invisible there. Do you wish to try investigation to see if you find any hidden doors that are not invisible by magic, but instead only well hidden?
I don't want to get too close because I'm trying to be not super sus. So if I can do it from far away just by like looking around, but without getting close up in there, then I will. But I'll probably stay at least like 5 to 10 feet back from that area.
Okay. So I will give you. I actually am going to give you disadvantage then.
Makes sense.
On investigation?
On investigation. Because of...
Sure, I can't do perception. Just kidding. Investigation is... Ah, 13's still pretty good. That's really fucking good for Dara.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my -2.
Yeah, this is big brain mode.
Yeah.
This is, I just died for this shit. I better find this door, Dara.
I literally died for this. Is that all? You don't want to add like guidance or anything?
I'll guide her.
Okay. Thank you. Because I'll lose my see invisibility, but
Take a
I'll
bardic.
get it if I can. And a bardic? Is it a...
Yeah.
D6.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. So that is 22.
22.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Dara, you cannot see exactly where the passage is, but he said it. Melmor said it was hidden from the naked eye, but you see that what could possibly be it, but you have to get closer to be sure. But you notice that there is a cabinet that it's very kind of weirdly positioned in a place where it doesn't fit quite right with the overall scheme of the hallway. So it is possibly because there is he is hitting some hidden door or some trapdoor or something like that. Because otherwise, or maybe someone just put a cabinet in a bad spot. ruining the feng shui of the room, but since you know that you were looking for something there, that is your guess.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like meander through everybody and kind of low-key whisper what I saw to everybody.
Noted. I think during the performance, you and Vita should try and go there. And then Urist a little bit later. And then Ned and I will follow up after the performance.
Okay. Ned.
Yes.
During your performance, is there any way to make it super dark in here? Like cut all the lights, even for like 3 seconds? Or 6 seconds?
Hang on. Let me check my spells, see what I got.
Won't the lights be low anyways for the performance?
To request they be.
I can, yeah.
So I'm saying, like, can we work it into your set? Because if it's dark, I mean, Vita's pretty much already untraceable, but then I'll get a little bit of a leg up from Sumanis if it's...
Oh crap.
Of course.
What?
Opa, sorry.
He's-
No, it was unintentional.
What happened?
Sun Paladin showed up
Yeah.
on their screens.
Sorry, guys.
I can ask if we can start the performance at pitch black. I can buy you probably 6 seconds of blackness. Do you think that'd be enough time?
Oh
That's all I'll need.
Plenty of time to get out.
All right.
Perfect.
Are you gonna need a signal, or are you just gonna go when you feel like it?
If you want to give me a signal, otherwise tell me to wait until X, and then I'll get in. Your choice.
Can you put yours in the bag of holding?
Yeah,
So
that
there's no
might be a
clanky
good
clank?
move, honestly, to prevent, at least to get him in the cabinet.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
Because you
probably
two
the
can
better
go
move.
invisible, right?
Yeah. And we can just like say he needs to take a breather and get away from people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll schmarm our way to being alone.
Yeah.
Basically.
We'll make it happen.
Just finish the set so they don't get suspicious.
Absolutely. No. We'll finish the set. Maybe even have to talk to some people, but yeah, I think that's the move. And I'll help with as much magic, as much magic effects as I can during the performance to really make it like, wow.
Yeah.
If you want to, start in darkness, and then I can prestidigitation like light sparklers in the darkness before the lights
Okay.
come up.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, let's go talk to the people then and make sure we can make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can describe everything you just decided here to then, and roll a Let me see. DC 15. No, 15 is too easy. DC 17 persuasion.
Can I have Blythe
I'll-
give me help?
Yeah, and you can
Yeah,
help
I'll
each
help
other and guidance and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'll give you guidance and help you. Give you the help action because you have better persuasion than I do.
27 just right off the bat.
Oof.
15 is too easy because 7 and 17 surely isn't, right?
At like, Ned is not good at a lot except Eldritch Blast and persuading people.
Accurate.
Ned don't know nothing but hot chip and be bisexual.
Excuse me, your inspirations have been very clutch.
And I was gonna say, like, your buffs are also pretty fucking good
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like,
So
Touche. Thank you.
like you, yeah, no.
You even inspired me to play Warlock Bard on Baldur's Gate.
It's fun. It's such a fun class.
Yeah, but I went with Hexblade, Pact of the Blade, and College of Swords.
Oh, but it's a perfect multi-class.
Yeah.
If they had Swashbuckler Rogue, I'd say throw that on there and you can be the dandy highwayman, but besides the point.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Is there anything else other than the performance itself that you want to do by today while we leave the performance and the search for the labyrinth for the next week game?
no, I think I'll just cast Fortune's Favor on Ned
Mm-hmm.
before the performance. But like that would be like right before, and I'll probably remind myself next week before we start, just so we know that he has that like luck point, basically.
Yeah.
You can send that on either on chat on Discord, or I can create a notes here.
I'll put it in the Discord chat just so we don't forget between. Yeah.
Yeah. Some tables have this notes thingy here, so we can use that too. It's easier that way to remember stuff from one week to the other. Also, if you guys want to write here what happened today, so you can recap next week.
Yeah.
That is very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So I guess
Yeah.
now it's been a roller coaster of emotions.
Intense session.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
very intense. And
Oh, and I don't think next week's gonna be less intense.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was hella intense, and it was just the preparation for the really intense part.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I had my preparation for today was a shorter prep because I thought we were going to have Dara not joining us, so I prepared a short-ish session. But we ended up using more than I prepared, so it's not because of that we are ending now. But the other,
No, this is a good place.
yeah,
This is a
Yeah.
good place to end. Yeah.